Now, before we move on to episode 13 here, this is our final episode, the last one.
Sad moment.
There are a couple shout outs I would like to give. Shane Brady, who I've given a shout out to before, he is an awesome contributor. He's an awesome friend. He wrote a great article about the web series we do.
Cheers to you.
And I look forward to seeing him at TAM. There's been a couple other supporters. One who requested that he stay anonymous. I actually emailed him and asked his permission. He's like, no, I'll just stay anonymous. And he likes the web series. I think his only criticism was that at one point I made fun of the Muslim prophet Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I drew Muhammad. And he didn't appreciate that. He thought it was sort of like, prejudice, because he said, replace the word Muslim with Jew or black or whatever. And my response to that would be, well, if I thought there were some extremists of the Jewish faith that were killing artists or cartoonists for drawing depictions of Moses or whatever, I'd probably draw a goofy picture of Moses as well, And not to insinuate that those extreme Jews represent the Jewish faith or Jewish people at large, but if I knew there were a portion of people that were killing other people for artistic expression, I would want to contribute to that artistic expression. On top of that, I don't think Moses raped children.
Well, that was cool.
Another shout out we have is our friend, magician, producer extraordinaire, Dan Bowen. Dan Bowen, and I have managed to combine this with a birthday present for the Caroline Gale. It was her birthday, so happy birthday.
The fuck is this?
So happy birthday, Miss Gale. Part of that's from Dan. You'll know which part is from Dan.
Aww.
He got us the mask.
It's great.
Now Caroline can wear the mask. Yay! See? Because ideas are more powerful when they're anonymous and people are able to act like jackasses indiscriminately, right? Right, Thunderfoot? That's how it works, isn't it? Okay, you can take it off. That is seriously freaking me out.
Is it freaking your shit out?
That is, yeah. Like just seeing your live eyes behind that.
I'm gonna
like,
tape this behind in front, outside of your window.
Look at that effect.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's a terrifying effect.
It also looks like it has a nose hair hanging out.
What?
Well, that's nice that someone bought us the mask, actually.
Right?
Dan
Thank you,
Bowen
Dan.
bought us the mask. I'm actually hanging out with his ex-girlfriend tomorrow.
One final awesome shout out is a special lady that some of you might know, Miss Anna Maltese, awesome badass artist extraordinaire. She has two shout outs here. Numero uno, she bought me a solid state hard drive for my birthday, which was also obviously in a major effort for for the web series I do. So I can edit faster, cleaner, blah, blah, blah. It's going to run a whole lot smoother, which is why there's been a major delay. I've been upgrading my whole PC. I had to, reinstall my OS, my software, blah, blah, blah. But she bought me an awesome solid state hard drive, and it is super, super wicked fast.
Super wicked fast.
And our second shout out for Miss Maltese was this. I don't know if you can see it.
Ba-boom. Cosmos in your face.
Yeah, it was, it's actually a button, a very, very large button that can also stand up on its own.
It's got its own kickstand!
She drew that, she created that, and got a bunch of buttons printed for all of us who hung out every week at Greg Steichleather's place to watch Cosmos, and we all called ourselves the Cosmonites.
With a K.
With a K, because we're badass.
Knights. We're like the knights of the leather couch.
It's like skeptics with a K, Cosmonites with a K. So that was very amazing of her. Mm-hmm. And there might be some extras of those left for when we do a Kickstarter in a couple of months.
If you want to buy one.
So we'll discuss how those come into play as far as prizes.
If you want to buy one of them, they will cost $40,000. They're not going towards mortgage payments for the halfway house for skeptics. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, any whoozy. Moving on.
Cosmos, the final episode. What was this called? Black? Something black?
No.
Dark. Something dark.
Nothing dark is actually in this episode.
It's all about dark matter.
It's not actually all about dark matter. I mean, this is really about everything. It's about...
I think you're gonna...
It's not called dark.
It's not?
It's not. It's called Unafraid No More.
It's called what?
Unafraid of the Dark.
Oh. Oh, so what was in the title?
I'm going to punch you in
What were
the
the
face
words?
within the title, actually.
I don't remember.
Huh. Anyway.
Did it have something to do with dark matter?
No.
No, nothing. Okay.
I mean, it's called Unafraid of the Dark. Ultimately, that pertains more to the idea that we're unafraid of science than the darkness.
It didn't discuss the history of people discovering dark matter in space and how gravity doesn't operate the way
That
we
wasn't
assume.
the point of this episode. The point of this episode was the idea that science is like
Are we
super
gonna have to
important.
read the episode breakdown? Because for the first half of it, he went through the history of dark matter and how it was discovered.
It wasn't, I mean, that may have been like discussed in it, but that wasn't the main idea of the episode. The main idea of the episode was humanity being able to use science to further our lives.
The difference between seeing nothing but a pebble and reading the history of the cosmos inscribed inside it is science.
So what did you learn about dark matter?
What I learned about dark matter is we don't know much about it, but it's there. It is definitely there. All of our math and science kind of prove that it's there, but I don't know much else about it. It's there. We can't see it. It affects how things move above and beyond the way they should move if those objects that we saw were the only objects. So that's weird, you know? That's very strange. I also learned the radiation bit. What did you learn?
There wasn't any new information for me in this episode because I read a lot of astrophysics. Like this episode, was more, as I said, poetic. Like that's why I liked this episode so much better.
No, it had a great cap on the whole series. It we hit
They used,
Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot, and then we went into the 5 rules of science,
which was that was brought up in the first episode, wasn't it? Kind of, and yeah, I mean they used dark matter as a way to kind of show that science doesn't know everything. That's the through line of that. But it's not really. It's less than half of the episode actually. Looking at the breakdown.
The difference between seeing nothing but a pebble
This episode, Pale Blue Dot, legitimately is one of those things that particular passage made me cry.
Yeah, although I will say it was much more effective and poignant to my heart with the original score of Cosmos, which had that whole, which definitely inspired the whole Clint Mansell Sunshine soundtrack.
Inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on the mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. How fervent their hatreds. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe, are challenged by this point of pale light.
But for this one, they used, the current Cosmos music, which is still cool. It's by the dude, I guess, who did Contact,
Yes.
which Captain Dis explained to us. But yeah, the original music. If you haven't seen the original Cosmos, watch it. But even just check out the music. It's beautiful.
What?
I thoroughly enjoyed this series. I enjoyed it enough to where I'm excited for it to come out on Blu-ray, or I'm saying I look forward to
Owning
seeing
that.
owning that, because that's going to be sprawling and beautiful, and I want to see all the behind the scenes footage, you know, how they shot some of that stuff. You know, just the film nerd in me that wants to check all that out. Yourself, any conclusions?
No conclusions. There's talk of this becoming a regular series. There's rumor on the street has it that they're trying to make this into a full-fledged series versus the mini-series.
That would be amazing, though, and especially if we could, you know, obviously keep Neil, keep Andran, keep Seth MacFarlane, keep the same fucking team together, and not turn it into like a Discovery Channel, the Universe series where half of it is just like fear-mongering bullshit. Like, you know, keep that inspirational level.
The inspiration versus the fear. I mean, because you can't move forward in science and you can't inspire science by making people scared of it. That's what religion does.
Yeah. And the Discovery Channel. Like, I don't know.
I'm afraid of mermaids. That's what the Discovery Channel has really taught me.
Was that
I'm
them
very
or the
afraid
History Channel?
I thought it was the Discovery Channel.
It's
but
probably
they're all
Discovery
owned by
Channel.
the same company, aren't they? Aren't they all like an umbrella network? I thought they were. I'm probably
Don't
wrong.
know.
But yeah.
I don't know. I just know that they operate way differently than the National Geographic Channel,
Right.
which still mostly has science content.
Oh man, there is a Discovery Channel show coming out shortly, or mini series on demons and exorcisms that my friend is playing a scientist in. So heads up, when that comes out, that's not a real scientist. It's just Julian Huguet.
TV isn't real.
Yeah, TV's not real.
I mean, this isn't even.
This
really
isn't real. I can knock this right over.
Ha!
This isn't even real. This is made of. This is very high grade latex. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but whatever.
Ew.
Ew. We're going on a tour, guys.
Going on a little tour. I'm going to show you basically kind of what we're. Oh, bloody hell. Kind of what we're dealing with here. We, as you can see, there's my desk, computer, PC.
Your camera's yelling at you.
Got the tower, and there's my second camera. There's where my first camera goes on the big fancy tripod. I got box lights in case we shoot at night. I got soundproofing equipment, and this is where any and all donations go into more of this kind of equipment, just to up the production value. We bought, we bought new high chairs. So we're, hiding the bruise. What happened to your knee? Good Lord.
Donnie was chasing me on the roof and I fell.
Interesting.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. He was trying to tickle me.
I guess the opposite of interesting, tedious. Got more soundproofing stuff going on there. Got another softbox. Got to have the nice head bounce when we're shooting at night. Soundproofing the door. So we got a pretty cool setup. Got the nice Rode mic here. I highly recommend it to anybody. It's a cool but modest setup for a web series about doing reviews, and I hope you've enjoyed the production value, because we try really hard. Even the stuff that seems quote unquote off the cuff or just like we're just winging it, there's still like separate audio syncing we do. There's still color correction. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into this. Even the most mundane, random ragtag kind of shoots, like we still try and put forward the effort for decent production value. All right, so it's time for us to say goodbye for the moment.
Forever, because I'm pushing John out a window.
I'm going to kill Caroline.
You've already killed me inside.
She was never alive inside. Feel free to insert ginger joke.
Do we have that much to do? Do we have to do like a subscriber button?
Nah.
Fuck it.
You want to subscribe, you'll subscribe.
Don't fucking subscribe.
Oh.
Don't fucking subscribe. We don't want your subscription.
Dare you. Dare you not to subscribe.
Dare you not to. See? Reverse psychology. Oh.
It definitely works coming from the ladies. The guys, not so much.
I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't want you to buy me stuff.
Yeah. Don't come home and have sex with me. That never works.
Don't fuck it. Don't fuck me. Don't put your dick in my mouth. Put your dick in my mouth.
That actually might work for most guys, come to think of it. But Then again, I live in Los Angeles.
What?
Nothing. Goodbye. Thanks for enjoying the thing.
Bye forever. We're never gonna be on the internet again.
Nope.
Nope, not once. Twice, maybe.
I've never seen your smile.
You just blew my fucking mind. Wow.